This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to Isha Training Solutions. We'll wait for 2 more minutes for other learners to join and then we'll start our discussion. 2 minutes, we'll wait for other learners to join and then we'll start our discussion, guys. Thank you. So, thanks for joining. So, we'll wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start our demo session. Thank you. Once again, welcome everyone. Welcome to Isha Training Solutions. So, today we are going to see the demo session for performance engineering. So, first of all, I'll introduce myself. Saravanan Srinivasan. I have close to 15 years of experience in this performance testing and performance engineering side. So, I have quite a bit of experience in this stream of work. I know various performance testing tool, performance engineering tool. I have experience in working with multiple customers, multiple industry customers. So what we are going to do in this course journey? Yes, I am going to share all my knowledge and experience with respect to performance engineering. So with that understanding, yes, because you all know the industry is not only expecting you to do testing. Nowadays, the industry expecting you to do performance engineering also. So you are going to equip yourself, make yourself comfortable in performance engineering side also, so that where there is a requirement, you are going to do performance engineering along with your regular work as well, because the industry is not that healthy now. I would not say that, but that's a fact now. So everybody is expected to do uh, uh, high level of skilled resources. You should be a skilled resources. So that's the reason we are preparing ourselves now. Okay, so what we are doing, we wanted to equip ourselves so that we are proving that we are capable of doing a lot of work. So in that case, yes, you are capable enough to do performance engineering and also performance testing. That's how we are going to learn this course content, guys. Okay, so I encourage each and every one of you, please stop me at any point of time. If you feel like something you wanted to get the clarity, and you wanted to uh, uh, understand why the problem is actually happening, where to do the investigation in order to understand, is it actually a front end application problem, or application layer problem, or database layer problem, or infrastructure problem, like that. If you wanted to understand what are all the things that you need to learn, okay, to that level we are going to learn this through this course journey, guys. Okay, so please stop me at any point of time, and you have to thoroughly understand why we are doing this, why we have to carry out this activity, where and all we can focus on, like that. You should get that understanding. So the request is, please stop me at any point of time, and wherever you feel you need clarity, so we will discuss on that. Okay, so I'll take a pause here. Till now, any question or anything that you want to discuss, you can ask me. Yeah. So I'll take the silence as we are good with whatever we discussed till now. So I'll quickly show you the course content. This is the content that we are going to learn as part of this course journey. Any question, guys?
Yeah, excuse me. Can you expand the screen? We are. I mean, the screen is very. I mean, very small. Can you expand?
No, there is no control from my end actually. I think you have to maximize the screen. You have the zoom in, zoom out option will be there in the right hand side.
Okay. Yeah, it's done. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Can you continue, please?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you. So today, what we are actually going to do, the course content that we are going to cover as part of this journey. Okay. So before to that, it is like level setting or ground level understanding. I'm saying. So in this forum, there are performance testers will be there. Okay. So over the period, if you are regularly doing performance testing activity and if you are telling it to others, yes, I'm doing performance testing activity. Over the period, what they will say, no, no, it is not only performance testing. You should also tell me where the problem is there. Where the problem is there. Say an example, you are doing a performance testing and you are saying your search transaction is actually taking so and so response time, your search transaction is actually taking so and so response time. So in that case, the receiver will not be easily accepting your statement. What they will say, they'll say one thing, they'll say where the problem, search transaction is actually taking 10 seconds means where the problem is, where the time is actually taking, that you have to provide, that detail you have to provide. That can be done when you are doing a performance engineering activity. Performance engineering activity, if you are regularly saying there is a problem, there is a problem like that, nobody will show interest on that report. If you are providing the details like where the problem is, the problem is maybe on the application layer, the problem is maybe on the database layer, the problem is maybe on the infrastructure layer, like that, when you are providing that level of information, then only the receiver will have the interest in your report. So that is the reason we are learning this performance engineering concepts. See, over the period, if you are simply saying I am only doing testing, no, I am doing performance testing and also I'll contribute on the performance engineering side. That is the interest pulling factor. Interest pulling factor. So it is not that you are only going to do testing. You are going to do engineering activities also. You are going to do engineering activities also because the industry is actually expecting that. Nowadays, everybody started talking about performance engineering, cloud engineering, site reliability engineering, observability, like that. Lot of factors are actually started coming. So in that case, if you are only doing tool level performance testing or tool level data things, no, people will not accept those high level information. They wanted to have a granular level information. Okay, granular level information. That is the reason we are learning this performance engineering course, guys. Okay, and one more thing. Say, like in this forum, anybody is actually right now trying for job change. Anybody is
Yeah,
actually trying for job change.
yeah, I'm
Sorry.
looking for job change.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you are, yeah. So if you are going and say like if you are checking the job description nowadays, if you look into the job description, definitely a tool level understanding and then APM tool level understanding and strong depth understanding of the engineering concepts also very very important, because that is how people nowadays they are expecting the candidate should be. Okay, so if you are simply talking about general scripting related or general tool level understanding, no, that will not fly well. But when you are talking about heapdom, threaddom, garbage collection, infrastructure data, database profiling, code profiling, browser level metric, like that. When you are talking about these fancy terms and buzzwords, then only the receiver will see, okay, this candidate is actually having a good amount of knowledge. Then the factor of, or the chance of getting the selection is actually easy. Okay, because or you are proving that you are a potential candidate. You are talking about these line items, where the problem, what is your problem, how to find it, how to provide recommendation, all those things you are learning. So because of that, you are proving yourself as a potential candidate. So that's the reason I'm saying, those who are actually trying for job change or upskill cross skill kind of a things, yes, we have to learn about performance engineering concept also, which is very very important. That is the reason we are here to learn this. Okay, so we, yeah, tell me, your name is actually mentioned as meeting. You have any question? You have any question? No? Yeah, okay, no. So we'll go into the details of the course content that we are learning. Again, I'm one more time I'm reiterating. Please stop me at any point of time. If you feel anything has to be discussed, please let me know. We will discuss and then we'll move on. Okay, because what I usually encourage is that there should not be any assumptions. Mostly, you should have a clarity of what we are learning. So that is the reason the fundamental understanding of things are very important. So whatever you learn, whatever you are getting it to know for the first time, you try to learn from the foundation. That is very important. Okay, so the first topic that we are going to learn as part of this course journey is performance engineering introduction. Introduction, because right now that understanding itself is actually missing. If you are asking someone what is performance engineering, sometimes they are not actually properly explaining that what is actually performance engineering, what we are actually doing in the engineering part of the work. No. So that is the reason, what we are going to do, we are going to learn that first. Fundamentally, we should know what is performance engineering. What is performance engineering? So any activity, okay, any activity that you are doing in the software side, say like you are developing a software, so there is a life cycle. You are testing a software, there is a life cycle. You are doing a performance testing of a software, there is a life cycle. So performance engineering also, there is a life cycle. So software development life cycle, SDLC, software development life cycle. Developers, they are following certain life cycle activity. Okay. Similarly, STLC, software testing life cycle. So the testers, they are following certain life cycle. And then performance testing life cycle, PTLC. Okay, when the performance tester, they are doing certain activity, they are following certain life cycle activity. PELC, performance engineering life cycle. So as a performance engineer, yes, we have to follow certain engineering activities also, engineering life cycle activities also. Okay, so that is what we are going to learn in the performance engineering life cycle. And activities performed by performance engineers. Okay, what are all the activities performed by the performance engineer? Why we are learning this? Because through that only you are going to understand what are all the skill set that you should have, because what are all the activities performed by the performance engineer, if you are aware only, you are going to equip yourself on those skill sets. Okay, say like the performance engineer, they are focusing on database side. The performance engineer, they focus on infrastructure side. The performance engineer, they focus on front end side. Like that, if you are getting it to know, which means that you are going to focus, or we are going to equip yourself in those line items as well. Okay, that is the reason we are learning these concepts. Okay, so first one, what we are going to do, we are going to learn about the performance engineering introduction, life cycle, and then activities performed by the performance engineer. Once we are learning this concept, what we are going to get to know, we are going to understand fundamentally what are all the skill set that we should have, or what are all the things that we have to learn over the period of time. Okay, it is not like one fine day I will sleep and then when I'm waking up I'm going to become performance engineer. No, it's not like that. You are going to equip yourself over the period of time, okay, day in day out, and you're going to slowly learn certain concepts, and you wanted to equip yourself in other spaces as well. So that's how your performance engineering journey is actually going to happen, guys. So that understanding, if you wanted to get it, you have to understand what are all the skill set a performance engineer should have. That is what we are going to discuss in this course content. In that course content, you are going to discuss on those line items. I'll take a pause here. Any question, guys? Yeah. So the next topic is actually the Java performance engineering concepts. Okay, Java performance engineering concepts. Okay, so actually saying we should have understanding about the Java application that we are going to test it. Okay, say like fundamentally, okay, any Java program that you are running, that will run on a JVM only, Java Virtual Machine. Okay, any Java program that you are running, it is going to run on a JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So fundamentally, we should know what is JVM first. Before going to the next learning, we should know what is JVM. So that is the reason the first topic itself, JVM architecture, we are going to learn. Because inside JVM, what are all the things are there? What are all the things are configurable parameter? If you are configuring it, what are all the benefit that you are going to get it? All those things we are going to understand in the JVM architecture. Okay, JVM architecture. And then what we are going to do, any Java program that we are running, it is actually going to run on a JVM. Right now I mentioned, okay, that is going to run on a JVM. Okay, that JVM, how we are going to monitor? Because when we are running a JVM, we have to understand how the heap is actually utilized, how the thread is actually utilized, or how the garbage collection that is actually happening. All those things we should understand, right? So for that, we are going to learn JVM monitoring. JVM monitoring we are going to do. Okay, JVM monitoring can be done on what method? What are all the different strategies that are available to do the JVM monitoring? Okay, so that we are going to look into in actually saying open source option, commercial option. JVM monitoring can be done on open source option and also commercial option. Okay, open source option and commercial option. So I am going to explain two open source option called JVisual VM and JConsole. JVisual VM and JConsole. Okay, so we are going to learn about the utility tool called JVisual VM. We are also going to learn about another utility tool called JConsole. Both are open source options. So JVisual VM, JConsole, if you are using, how we are going to monitor your heap, monitor your thread, monitor your garbage collection, all those things also we are going to learn. That is the open source option. Okay, because sometimes customer will not invest money on the commercial solutions. So in that case, using the open source option, how you are going to find the problem? So that is the reason we are going to learn two different open source option, JVisual VM and JConsole. Okay, and then one commercial solution we are going to learn, which is actually called as your kit Java profiler. Your kit Java profiler, YJP. Okay, shortly called as YJP. So your kit Java profiler is actually a commercial solution. Using that commercial solution, how we are going to monitor the JVM? Yes, we are going to learn in a detailed way with an example working model. Okay, what is actually happening in the real world situation? We are going to learn that, guys. We are going to learn that. Okay, I'll take a pause here. Any question, guys, till now?
Yeah, one question. Sorry.
Yeah,
Actually,
please.
for only you are saying about like Java application. What about if you use like any other technology like PHP or .NET, then what is the solution?
Yeah, Shah, actually what happened, we wanted to start a course content with maximum utilized technology. Okay. If you are,
Okay.
I mean, if you wanted to add multiple things into the same content, the content is actually becoming heavyweight, So because of that, the days are also extended and the commercial is also not viable by the learners. Okay. So that is the reason we wanted to create a course content where maximum possible things can be covered, and then we wanted to get the complete essence of why we are learning this performance engineering. That is the reason we added the Java related concepts. But if you feel like
Yeah.
we wanted to have a little explanation about .NET things, yes we can do it. Yes we can do it, but if you are adding those things as a course content, that course content is actually becoming heavyweight, Shyam. That is the reason. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you. So now,
Hi, sir. Yeah, Shodav here. As you mentioned, like you will be showing in the real-time scenarios, right? Means, but are you providing any application to install our system in our system? Then we'll be providing the how need to take the heap dump or like that, or you will be showing in only in your system any real-time
no,
application.
no. In the second or third session, what I will do, I will explain how to set up the sample application in your machine. Okay, everybody's machine. Okay, so each and everyone should configure the application in your machine, and post which I am going to explain about all these concepts. Right? You are also going to do it in your machine. Heap dump, thread dump, garbage collection, infrastructure monitoring, whatever you are trying to do, you are going to do it in your machine itself. That is how the learning is going to happen. So
Okay. Regarding this point, means in our machine, then our app server, web server, and DB server in the same machine, right? Then
see, it's actually in a single node we are going to configure everything. Okay, your app server and DB
okay,
server will be there in the single node itself. So for an infrastructure side, I don't think you will face a problem, sir. Okay.
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you. So now the next topic is actually JVM heap structure. JVM heap structure. So anyone who is actually learning about this Java concepts, parallelly they have to learn about this heap structure also. So you have to understand inside JVM, okay, when your objects that are created, how the objects that are created, it is actually, you should know about what is young generation, what is old generation, what is permanent generation, inside the young generation what are all the things are there, and then what is minor GC, what is major GC, what is full GC, like that you need to have a detailed understanding. Actually saying these are the questions they usually ask in the interviews also, guys. Okay, that's the reason I told you it is easy for you to clear the interview if you have a strong understanding on these concepts. And during interview you can very well explain to them like how you are doing the heap dump analysis, how you are doing the thread dump analysis, how you are doing the garbage analysis, like that also. So for that we are going to do a understanding about JVM heap structure. Okay, what is young generation, what is old generation, what is perm generation, all those things. And if you are configuring the min value max value, okay, xm s is nothing but max value, xm s is nothing but min value. Okay, min value max value, if you are configuring it, min value max value you are configuring it, how you are going to manage your heap memory. Okay, anybody right now working on Jmeter in this group?
Yes, I'm working in Jmeter.
Have you ever configured min value max value in your JMeter?
Yeah, I have configured. Sometime it is if it is getting out of memory issue, then during load test or something like this, so we need to configure the heap size.
Yeah, very good. So, guys, like, I mean, for others, you did not work on Jmeter. Means actually Jmeter is a open source performance testing tool. Okay, so in this tool there is a place, I mean there is a file which is actually used to start the tool. There is a place it is used to start the tool. So if you are going there, if I simply open that file, inside that file you can easily see what is the minimum value and maximum value. Minimum value is 1 GB, maximum value is 1 GB. Minimum value is 1 GB, maximum value is 1 GB. So this is just an example I wanted to show you, because this is how every Java program, when we are running, we have the option to configure the min size max size value, so that you can increase the capacity of the JVM. So in this case, typically if you are increasing the min size max size value, you are going to increase the number of user that you are using for your performance testing. That is the reason we are configuring the XMS and then XMX value. XMS and then XMX value. Clear, guys? Anybody have any question? Okay. So the next point is, once we are changing these XMS, XMX value, you can easily understand, because of changing this heap configuration, what is the benefit that you are getting, like that and all we are going to learn. And then, so there is a concept called garbage collection. Garbage collection. By definition, garbage collection is nothing but you are checking the referenced and the unreferenced objects. You are checking the referenced and the unreferenced objects, and then removing the unreferenced objects is actually called as garbage collection. Okay, I'll repeat again. Garbage collection is nothing but you are checking the referenced and the unreferenced objects. Removing the unreferenced objects is actually called as garbage collection. Okay, so in Java is actually going to automatically perform that garbage collection, but in our course journey we are going to learn about how the garbage collection is actually happening, what is minor GC, major GC, full GC, like that we are going to learn. During that level of understanding, there is an important concept called garbage collector. Garbage collector. What is that meaning? So there are types of garbage collectors that are there, guys. Okay, there are types of garbage collectors that are there. Serial garbage collector, parallel garbage collector, concurrent mark and sweep collector, garbage first garbage collector, like that different types of garbage collectors that are there. So each and every garbage collector, there is a functionality associated. Serial means what it will perform. Parallel means what it will perform. CMS means what. G1 means what, like that. We are going to understand about each and every garbage collector, how it is actually working, what are all the use case behind selecting these garbage collector, like that we are going to learn. Okay, so ultimately ultimately everybody started using garbage collector called G1GC. G1GC. If you look at it, Jmeter file, this is G1GC. If you look at it, Jmeter is right now using G1GC. Okay. So like this, each and every Java program that you are running, you should have the understanding what garbage collector that you are going to use it. Okay, so G1GC is the Jmeter is right now using. Okay, so that understanding also we are going to get it. Okay, different types of garbage collection, Okay, and then thread pooling concept. Okay, thread pooling. Okay, instead of creating the threads during the runtime, you are creating the threads during the start of the server itself. You are creating the thread pool during the start of the start of the server itself. So if you are doing like that, what benefit that you are going to get it, that is what we are going to learn in the JVM thread pooling concepts. Okay, so core pool size means what, queuing means what, bounded queue means what, unbounded queue means what, like that we are going to learn. Along with that, we are going to learn about JDBC connection pooling concepts also. Database level connection pooling concepts also we are going to learn. We are going to learn. And then the very important topics. What are all the important topics? Thread dump means what? Heap dump means what? Garbage collection means what? And then out of memory error means what? All those things we are going to understand it in a detailed way. Thread dump means what? How we are going to capture it? How we are going to analyze it? Heap dump means what? How we are going to capture it? How we are going to analyze it? Garbage collection means what? How we are going to capture it? How we are going to analyze it? And finally, a basic understanding about memory leak, out of memory. All those things also we are going to learn. If you look at it, we wanted to cover the detailed aspects of all these things. Practically, we are going to learn as well. Practically, we are going to learn as well. Heap dump, we are going to capture it, analyze it, provide recommendation. A thread dump, we are going to capture it, analyze it, provide recommendation. Garbage collection log, we are going to capture it, analyze it, provide recommendations. Like that, we are going to do all these things in a detailed way, guys. Okay, in a detailed way, we are going to do all these things. Okay, and then infrastructure monitoring. This is also very important, guys, because nowadays many are actually not doing this work at all. Infrastructure monitoring nowadays many are not doing, but my humble request is that you should do that, because if you are not doing it, you are missing a complete layer. You are missing a complete layer. So we wanted to understand Windows Server, how you are going to monitor, Linux server, how you are going to monitor. Windows Server, how you are going to monitor, Linux server, how you are going to monitor. So in that Windows Server monitoring, we are going to learn about a concept called perfmon, performance monitor, that is shortly called as perfmon. Okay, perfmon we are going to learn, and what are all the critical metrics that we have to monitor, that also we are going to learn. And then we are going to learn about Linux monitoring also. Linux monitoring also we are going to learn. Okay, once we are covering the infrastructure side. Okay, so the first one, if you look at it, we covered Java side. Second one, if you look at it, we are covering the infrastructure side. Third one, what we are trying to cover, we are trying to cover the database side. Database side. In database, we are going to cover about Oracle database. Inside Oracle database, the reports like AWR report and ADDM reports also, we are going to cover it in a detailed way. In a detailed way, we are going to cover it. We are going to cover it. So first Java layer we covered, second infra layer we covered, third database layer we covered. Now we are going to understand about client side monitoring. Client side means what? Your front end browser level monitoring. When you are trying to do, what you are going to do, what are all the common client side performance problem that you are focusing on, how the browser rendering is actually working, what are all the tools that are available to measure and monitor your browser side data, that we are going to learn. And then any performance engineering activity that you are doing, you should learn about code profiling, guys. Any performance engineering activity that you are doing, you should learn about code profiling. So we are going to learn about Java profiler, which is actually Jprofiler. That tool we are going to learn. And very important, we are going to learn about APM tool called Dynatrace. We are going to learn about APM tool called Dynatrace. APM tool we are going to learn. Okay, and then finally we are going to learn about how to analyze the log, how to understand it is a CPU related issue, memory related issue, response time related issue. That also we are going to cover this. Okay, so which means that if you look at it, this course content across the layer we are covering. Okay, the application layer, infrastructure layer, database layer, front end layer, all the things we are trying to cover. And also we are trying to cover profiling tools and APM tools also. Profiling tools and APM tools also we are covering in this course journey. I'll take a pause here. Any question, guys, till now?
Hello, are we going to cover some cloud concepts as well?
Cloud performance engineering is actually a separate course available in Isha. But if you wish, you wanted to provide high level understanding on the cloud concepts, yes, I am okay to cover that, Ashok. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I can provide what are all the types of clouds that are there. Public means what, private means what, hybrid means what, all those things we can discuss, no problem. Okay.
Yeah,
Is
and
it
one thing,
possible to cover? Is it possible to cover like that load balancing concept? So, like, what are the algorithms has been used and how it has been?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, we can. Yeah, Vamsi, you have any question?
yeah, actually, I came to this course like my total infra is in cloud and my application runs on .NET. So how this course will help me to,
See, actually saying it is not about specifically your technology things has to be covered, right? Conceptually, everything is actually same only. So whatever you are doing it in the browser level, it is actually common. Whatever you are doing it in database level, it is actually common. Whatever you are doing it in infrastructure level, it is actually common. Though you are saying it is actually cloud also end of the day it's actually Linux or Windows, right? So conceptually everything is actually covered. Okay, probably it is actually a slight deviation because of the technology difference. Other than that, once you are learning these concepts, the understanding or penetration of information in other technology is actually easy. Okay.
I mean, how can in .NET how can I analyze all the heap dump everything? Is this
In
the same thing or it will be different one?
in .NET, there is a dump file that you have to take. Okay, mini dump or full dump. There also garbage collection concepts and all there. Okay, the .NET also garbage collection concepts are there. There also you are going to check the crash dump and all. But there is a slight difference in the way .NET is actually doing and Java is actually doing. But fundamentally, you say like it is a technology, that is also a technology. Here also garbage collection, there also garbage collection. Here also how we are taking the dump and then analyze it. There also how we are going to taking the dump and analyze. Both process level it is all same. Slight naming conventions only different. Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
can we get something like in .NET in this course?
Yeah, sure,
Just a just
sure, sure. We can, no problem. If you want me to cover a high level understanding of what is actually happening in .NET, yes, we can.
okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you. So those who wanted to enroll for this course journey, guys, this is Kumar sir number. I'll copy paste the number in the group chat. Okay, now in the GoToMeeting chat, I'll copy paste. So those who wanted to enroll for this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir 8019924227 8019924227. Actually this course is designed for the weekend learners, because weekdays maybe we are very busy, we have calls, we have a lot of things scheduled, right? So we want, but still we wanted to learn things, we wanted to upskill ourselves, cross skill ourselves, we wanted to equip ourselves for different work activity means. So that is the reason we designed this course content for the weekend learning. So this is actually completely into Saturday, Sunday, 2 hours. Okay, Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours. We are going to learn these days. Okay, so I mean weekday holiday, weekend we are going to learn. Okay, Saturday, Sunday we are going to learn, and we are planning to have 25 plus hours of a session. Okay, 25 plus hours of a session we are planning to have, and right now this is actually planned by 6 to 8 time slot. Okay, 6 to 8 time slot. So I'm saying about Indian time. Okay, 6 to 8 is actually 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST time, correspondingly in other locations. Okay, so if you go to the course content, just a minute.
What is the date for this course? I see the end date has not been mentioned.
No, end date, say, sometimes just now we got certain requirements, right? Goel is actually saying, can you please add load balancers, or somebody is actually adding, why don't you add .NET, right? So that's the reason we did not mention the end date, but probably from today, you when the regular session starts, you consider 25 hours. Okay, 25 hours. That is how you can calculate your end date. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
One
So
question.
yeah, please, yeah.
Yeah, actually, after the completion of this course, what about the support will be continuous, or if you have any doubts related to this, how can we approach?
All the way you can reach out to me. Okay, so
Oh,
anything that is related to the course content, or you wanted to get the clarity, you can reach out to me at any point of time. Okay,
yeah. Thank
so
you.
that's what it's actually a weekend session, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It is actually planned right now. So all these sessions are actually recorded, and we are going to share this recorded video in YouTube playlist URL. And anytime you are missing any sessions, you can come back, ask your questions, and then get the clarity. So this videos, you are going to have it for lifetime access. This is actually your video, you are going to have it for lifetime access. And all the artifacts, documents, or softwares, everything, we are going to share it through Google Drive. Okay, through Google Drive we are going to share it. You can download, set up everything in your machine, and then we can parallelly do the learning. So that also we are going to do it, all industry level practices that we are going to explain. And then interview questions also we are going to discuss in this course journey. And as I mentioned, it is actually 25 plus hours of session that we are going to learn in case purely on the weekends. Saturday, Sundays, we are going to learn this course content. Clear, guys? Everybody clear? So from tomorrow, we'll start our actual day one topic. So those who wanted to continue the learning, do not want to miss any important topics that we are discussing, please reach out to Kumar sir. 8019952427 is.
One more doubt.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, please, one at a time. Sorry, guys. Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
Saurabh.
You go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I have doubt like how what about like course will be live, or any video
Right.
will be uploaded in one section?
No, no, no. I'm saying whatever I'm taking, that video is actually recorded. Now also the session is actually recorded.
Yeah, yeah,
They will upload that in the playlist URL. Whenever you are missing because of personal commitment or anything, if you are
yeah,
missing the
yeah. Got
session, you can go through the video.
yeah, got it. The sections will be live only, right? If it will
Yeah,
be
yeah, live,
recorded.
live. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
completely live. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah, please, sir.
Yeah, I have one question. Like some in the industry is going like the monolithic to the microservice based, right?
Hmm.
In this course, how we can be benefited from if we have anything needs to be tested for identified bottleneck for that microservice based application.
See, Saurav, it is actually monolithic or microservices. End of the day, okay, end of the day,
Yeah.
it's again application, it is again database, it is again infrastructure. Those are the things are there. It is only thing is, instead of making everything into a single thing, you are granularizing
Yes. Yeah.
the application. Okay. Other than that, conceptually, whatever you are doing previously and whatever right now happening is all common. Only thing is you are dividing things and then you are putting into different buckets. That's the only understanding. So in that case, whatever we are learning, it holds good for both the learnings, Saurabh. Okay, it's for monolithic, it's for microservices, everything you can do the same understanding. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
One more
yeah,
thing,
Vidya Prashant.
yeah. So from tomorrow itself, it will be from 6 to 8, or from the following week.
From tomorrow, see, I did not get the information from the team, Vidya, sorry, because usually they allow people for tomorrow also for certain people into demo sessions. Okay, so that's the reason. But my understanding is tomorrow the day one is actually starting. Not sure, 2 hours will be there or even 1 hour we will truncate it. Okay.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So those who wanted to enroll yourself, please reach out to Kumar sir, 801995247. From tomorrow, we'll start our learning, guys. Okay. With this, we'll complete our demo session. Thanks for the learners who joined today. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. I hope we all will travel in this course journey. We'll expect your presence in the tomorrow session as well. Thanks all. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.